I know that y'all know that I know that ain't no way in hell we starting the first show of 2025 and we're not gonna have a celebration. It's a celebration, witches. That's as close as I can come to doing my what's his name impression. What was it? Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Charlie Murphy. Anyway, let me pull this up here. Jackson, as y'all may or may not know, is now the deadliest country. First year, not the second year, not the third, but for the fourth year in a row. Capital, of course. I mean, look, here's what it is. Let's let's cue this up here. Y'all bear with a brother 1 second here, because I want to make sure we can play the video for our internet audience as well as our radio audience be able to hear it. Because like I said, we like to celebrate around here. Nobody will ever
Seven
accuse
handled by
Clay
Capitol
Edwards
Police.
of not
That's a
liking the
6%
party.
drop from
I mean,
2023.
that's just
But when we look at the rate of
we're gonna get into
killings
that
per
too, by the way.
100,000 people, Jackson
People
once again
people
barely
talking
makes
about
the top of
Clay
that list.
pretending to be something he's not. But please enlighten me on what I'm pretending to be that I'm not. I'm not a drug dealer or a killer. I mean, that's really about all I pretend not to be. Well, not pretend. That's all I'm just not. Anyway, I digress. We're gonna get back to that too. But we're gonna celebrate this morning. We're gonna celebrate Jackson's accomplishment, a four-peat. That's hard in any sport, much less murder and Democrat death culture. So we're gonna celebrate that. Let's make sure I got it all queued up here. Turn that on. Cut that button up right there. Are y'all excited? I'm excited. Let's go over to WLBT and find out about Jackson's new award. Will there be a parade to celebrate this, like JSU winning the SWAC and the Celebration Bowl? Maybe we'll find out.
Information tonight you won't see anywhere else. For the third year in a row, killings in the capital city have declined, but Jackson's homicide rate still ranks highest among major cities in the U.S. Jackson ended.
All right, so I was wrong. It's third year in a row. It's 4 out of the last 5, then, is what it is.
2024 with 111 homicides, 104 worked by JPD, 7 handled by Capitol Police. That's a 6% drop from 2023. But when we look at the rate of killings per 100,000 people, Jackson once again barely makes the top of that list as the deadliest city in the country among similar sized and larger cities. That's according to our analysis. Birmingham comes in at second, followed by Louisville, Kentucky, St. Louis, Memphis, and Baton Rouge. Now, this marks the 4th year that Jackson's homicide rate has been highest in the nation.
Nice. Sorry. 4 of the last 5 years. 4 out of the last 5 years. Jackson, Mississippi, a river running through my veins, has been the murder capital of America. If they don't do nothing else, well, they love to kill each other. I mean, it is legitimately sport at this point. Legitimately sport at this point. It was Rick James I was trying to intimidate back there a minute ago. Fred said Chappelle. It was Chappelle's show, but it was Rick James. It was Chappelle imitating Rick James. I just couldn't. Rick James' name was eluding me there for a minute. So Kimberly says, "Thank goodness you're back. I need some kind of normalcy in my life." Well, thank you. If I'm your normalcy, your life is in rough shape. But I will take the compliment, Kimberly. So look, so Jackson, it's number 1. I mean, I would play "We Are the Champions," but I don't want to get a copyright strike on my YouTube channel as we're streaming this. But so they're down. They're down to 111 homicides because under Joe Biden, crime's down everywhere, guys. Crime is down everywhere according to Joe Biden. Yeah, crime's always down when the police departments quit reporting their crime stats to the FBI. It's easy to keep crime down when you're doing that, isn't it? Easy to keep crime down when you're not reporting the crime. It's like rape in cities like Jackson. It goes wildly underreported. They this is going to be a little gross here. I apologize if you have kids in the car. You may want to take about a 5-second opportunity here to turn it down or change the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's like incest. We always hear about incest in the rural areas in the counties. You don't think that's going on in Jackson? I mean, I can look at some of y'all and tell. I mean, it ain't hard to look at them like, yep, mama and daddy didn't know they were mama and daddy, or didn't know they were brother and sister, or maybe they did know. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt here. There's a lot of that around here. There's a shallow gene pool around here, but you just always hear them talking about that. That only goes on in sexual abuse by family members, stuff like that. That only goes on in the county. No, that goes on a lot here too. I don't even know what made me jump down that rabbit hole. I was going somewhere with that other than the fact to just say it. But yeah, murder capital of America. But I keep being told if you don't want to be around all that, you're a racist. If you don't want to make your kids go to school with these fools, you're a racist. Well, let's play that out a little bit here. Jackson was the fastest shrinking city in the country last year, or year before last. I did see the U-Haul numbers this year. It was like 35th. I mean, the state of Mississippi was like, it didn't move. We didn't gain or lose any citizens, according to U-Haul's data. It was just a net zero. The state's not growing, at least according to U-Haul, but it's not shrinking either. But anyway, Jackson was the fastest shrinking city in the country. Well, the population of Jackson is 90% black. You can't be the fastest shrinking city in the country with 90% black population and the black folks not leaving too. So is it racism when they do it? Is it white flight when black folks leave because they don't want to be around this crap either? Somebody let me know. Is it white flight when black folks leave the Democrat death culture, third world hellscape too? Or is it only white flight and racism when white people do it? Y'all let me know. Phone line 601-879-0002. Guns and Gear text line 769-241-1944. We need to take our first break here. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. And we'll be right back on WYAB.